Welcome to your daily focus for October the 9th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it right back to you tenfold. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. The shadow side. Let's see what else comes out with that. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is so strong. And then we have Temperance. So some strong cards today. Some strong energy today, absolutely. The shadow side, the King of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Wow, be careful. Okay, so we have the Sun in Libra. We have the Moon in Gemini today. So we're going to want to talk. But we also have Mercury in opposition, and the Sun in opposition, or not opposition, I believe is square. Both of them are squared to Pluto. So they are opposing each other, just not, it's not an actual opposition. So we may want to communicate today. We may want to speak our truth today. But the problem here being is with our shadow side being the first card, we may say something or do something that really puts us behind the 8 ball. We didn't think it through. We wanted to be right. We wanted to, we wanted to be right. We wanted to be looked at. We wanted to be respected. We wanted to be, and we say the wrong thing or we do the wrong thing because we didn't think it through. So today is definitely a day to think it through. Now we have the King of Pentacles here right in the middle, and the King of Pentacles gives us that balance, gives us that structure, gives us that strength. So we do have the energy of allowing ourselves to be grounded, allowing ourselves to think it through, allowing, not the ego. Even though the King of Pentacles is a very strong man, he can't let his ego rule his kingdom because it would be squashed pretty quickly. He would be a very poor king if he allowed his ego to rule. So we have to be very careful not to allow our ego to rule today. We have to think of in terms of the greater collective. What does this mean for not only myself, but everybody involved, or everybody close to me, everybody that I love? Or maybe it's just one certain person or one group of people. So your right to sit on the throne doesn't mean that you're always right. That it has to be your way or the highway. Your right to sit on the throne allows you to make the decisions, the judgments to make your world stronger and better and more successful. And we have Temperance here as our last card, the Balance. Now, we're kind of in between worlds here, okay? One foot's in the water, one foot's on ground. So our spirituality and our intellect we need to bring it together today. Yes, we need our hearts and our passion to have a voice, but logic also has to come in today and give us that supreme balance to make the right decisions going forward. Look at that rainbow. So we can actually use this energy today to move ourselves forward. But we have to really be the diplomat today and stay grounded. Understand why we are doing what we are doing or saying what we are saying and are investigating what we are investigating. Don't allow it to be your ego today. You can be wrong. Remember, we want to win the war, not the battles. So sometimes it's taking it back a step. Remember, we're still in that kind of pause energy too. That stop, look, listen energy. So we want to be very conscious of what we are saying and to whom we are saying. We don't want to just say something off the cuff because it could end us up in some hot water that we weren't expecting, or it was unintended, or something was taken the wrong way, or we were demanding to be right. In our own minds we were right, so we were going to convince everybody else. So be careful of that kind of energy today. Let's get an affirmation card. So strong energy today. The shadow self is the first card, so we really have to be careful. We don't want to offend. We don't want to step on toes. We don't want to um, ruffle feathers. Don't want to burn bridges today. And we can be very successful in our steps forward today because we have the King of Pentacles as our middle card. We can be very successful so long as we stay grounded, so long as we understand the value that it's going to give to not only ourselves, but to those around us. Queen of Air. Queen of Air, look at the wisdom there with the white owl. Where's our book? There's our book. The Queen of Air is about setting healthy boundaries, strong self-esteem, calculated and shrewd decisions, clear communication, well-organized, a wordsmith. I have clarity of purpose. My intentions are in alignment with my understanding. There is always a strategy in the game called life. Can I let go of false truths and be rigorously honest with myself and others? Can I be honest with myself and others? There is always a strategy in the game called life. We have to think about our next move, or maybe the next 5 moves in advance. We have to be very conscious, is what the Queen of Air is saying. We have to really attach ourselves to the wisdom that we've gathered on this journey thus far. And know that that strengthens each step. Knowing that it might, we want to push forward, and we can push forward. I'm not saying we can't push forward during this time, but if we're pushing forward, we have to be very grounded and very sure of our intentions, of our knowledge, that we're reading the situation right, that we're reading the people right, that we're reading the crowd right. We're reading our environment right, that we're not sugarcoating it, that we're not wearing rainbow tinted glasses to see only what we want to see rather than the reality that is right in front of us. So we have to be cautious in our moves. And we'll get an animal card here. The possum shows up again under the radar. The possum has been extremely popular over the last week for everybody. Warrior, practical, assess. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall, but 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. The possum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at the proper time. Possums have practical and intelligent energies that help them assess the situation as to which part they should play. If they feel threatened, they play dead. Possums have entered your life today. Possum has entered your life today because it wants you to embrace your inner warrior. It's time for you to go under the radar until the situation feels safe once more. So this isn't standing and being the king of the hill and pushing everybody down that comes in your way, that comes within your space. Be careful how you use your words at this time, as you may injure relationships and even cause more ripples. Instead, take some time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet, and then don't bring them up. You don't always have to be right. And sometimes stepping away from a situation helps to heal it more quickly and effectively. You may notice that work situations may feel difficult and transitions are happening, and don't start fretting that your job is in danger. So don't be Chicken Little and the sky is falling. Instead, let things play out around you. So it's really a stop, look, listen kind of energy. And the cards are not saying that we have to hold back. The cards are saying with every step forward, we have to be very conscious of what that step is and the ramifications of that step going forward. If they're good, if they bring in value, if they strengthen the greater good, the collective, or is it just you feeding your ego, wanting the spotlight? Be careful of that kind of knee-jerk reaction today. Stay grounded with the King of Pentacles right in the middle. You have that empowerment. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.